The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have the football. First, every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Thanks to grab.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Ncaa. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Back to pass, it's Stone. Makes the grab over the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll run play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within one.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. This time it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Minnesota, 14, Northwestern, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He lost one down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Stone. Looking to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back and forth we go on these last couple of... Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Covey. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
There he goes. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Try to get it to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback. And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball is starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Try and play action. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The tackle. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Covey. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Porter. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield. It's Lindsey. Finds his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Can't get him to the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Taylor. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5.
Minnesota 21, Northwestern 16.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Number 79 on to punt it away.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Creates a little room. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. This time he's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snags it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stone. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This one's complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackled there by the defense. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Stone. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to pass. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and goal coming up. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get a stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. He's got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The offense with a big opportunity.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Northwestern! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. On the... He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. This time he's got it. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. Never a doubt. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.